Sit up straight, as my mom would say. Robert Flores, Mark Derosa, I'm Lauren Shahadi. We got a problem. There was a mouse spotted. A mouse around these parts. So Mags in our control room, yes, don't squint, you're gonna get wrinkles, says dryer sheets, gets rid of them. Don't laugh, don't laugh.
I better not walk in here and see a dead mouse on a dryer sheet.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
By the way, I get sometimes accused of being a little curmudgeon-y, a little grouchy when it comes to these parts of the Northeast. But I must say, to wake up this morning and a little snow on the ground, happy holidays, everyone. People are bundled up.
It's unbelievable.
You know, people are just ready, out shopping. I can't wait for the holiday parties. It's beautiful, guys. I love it.
I stay in a corporate
apartment. April? It's April? Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Mice don't like cold. That's why they're inside.
I didn't realize. That's my fault.
They want food.
I stay in a corporate apartment on the side of a highway. I'm fighting for my life every day.
The side of a highway.
Route 3. That's exactly what it is. And it's a U-shaped, and I face the pool, and it's
a red roof in plus.
It's actually not that bad, but last night it was tough to go to sleep as metal folding chairs are getting just whisked across.
Beautiful night. Just beautiful.
It was nice in Baltimore. There was a 5-hour rain delay, and this little one had just about had it. He's like,
hey, Mom and Dad, it's time. Mom and Dad, it's
out of here.
You know, he's got his fire in his mouth, his little binky.
Better wake him up, because James McCann's going to walk him off, little Sparky.
Oh my gosh, I saw a baby and a Bjorn the other day, and I thought of you with their dad.
Dad had it on?
Yes.
Like a marsupial on his chest?
Yeah, it's a tough look. It's a tough look.
Get a fine.
But it's necessary.
Just walk up and go. It's $100 fine.
Who's just paying the fine? Our showcase game was in Los Angeles, Giants and Dodgers, and Will Smith is going to be a Dodger for a decade, fresh off his extension and producing, as he always does, an RBI double. Ohtani scores from first. He likes it. And the Dodgers lead it 2-1. I love Miguel Rojas. Awesome in the clubhouse, ready to be called on and hit a solo shot.
There's a couple ex-teammates that would beg to differ.
Yep.
On bottom of the fourth, I like it. Solo shot. Second home run of the year, and the Dodgers lead it 4-1. Shohei Ohtani. We were waiting for this, and he delivers. Bottom of the seventh, 2 outs.
Louise. Good Lord.
This is the baseball you want to catch.
Yeah.
You're okay to have a glove here, yes?
No. And she didn't have a glove.
She didn't.
Good for her.
Good.
There you go. There you go, ma'am. Thank you.
Jorge Soler, what an ad, right?
Wow.
And
this
so good. Top of the eighth.
Is vaporized.
Second of the year. And the Giants trail at 5-4. Can the Giants put one more run on the board? Dinelson Lamet.
Dinelson Lamet.
Say it.
Who they brought up from the minors earlier that day.
That's what they do. They go out and get guys who are a little nicked up, great stuff, teach them a pitch.
Wow.
And Dodgers win at 5-4. Will Smith on Ohtani's first home run in Dodger blue.
Yeah, I mean, that was a no-doubter. He hit it, and that was obviously going to go get out of the yard, put us up by 2. So that was a big run.
And finally, Will, for you, a clutch RBI for you again tonight. How does the momentum of this lineup help you in moments like that?
Yeah, it's huge. You know, it's 1 through 9, and then, you know, the guys on the bench as well. It's just grind guys out. You know, we're moving the ball and pushing guys across and scoring runs. That's how you win ball games.
Feels like the first time for Aaron Judge as well. He was sitting on zeros.
I just listened to that coming in today. Foreigner,
like the underrated band. For Aaron Judge, that's his first home run of the year. By homering in the 7th game, he avoided matching the longest homerless drought of his career to start a season. Ketel Marte, remember how on fire he was in the postseason? Well, that is rolled in to the regular season. His first homer of the year.
What color red is that?
I don't know, brick of some kind.
What did you say?
Serpentine?
It's not that. We go to extra innings. Alex Verdugo, his first home run of the season. And it's a big one. 4-2 New York. But
1 minute to get around.
In the bottom of the 10th, the Diamondbacks. By the way, they got to Clay Holmes to tie it in the 9th. This is the 10th. Oh, Anthony Volpe nearly made an unbelievable play. It's an RBI single for Carroll, and we're tied at 4. So we go to the 11th. Runners on first and third for Juan Soto. Oh, it's a balk. It's a balk. John Birdie scores, and it's 5-4. Same inning.
We're not going to walk him?
He
Yeah.
said Torrey said.
Torrey Lovello.
I get it both ways. I get it both ways.
Yep.
Yeah, he said I immediately regretted it. In the home half of the 11th, Gabriel Moreno has intentionally walked to bring up the pitcher, Scott McGuff. Take a bite out of crime. Yankees get the win 6-5.
These notes anymore.
I mean, there was an injury there, and that's why they ended up having to use the pitcher in that situation. But Dero,
they got the win before they had to go cross country.
Yes.
Back to New York.
They're 6-1 without their ace, Garrett Cole. But I was also impressed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Look,
Absolutely.
They lose 2 of 3. This was high-level baseball in the desert over these past couple of days.
100%, Robert. And that game could have. Last year, the Yankees lose that game. Anthony Rizzo hits the helmet of Perdomo. The ball gets away. All of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and we don't know what's going on, and the Yankees end up losing it. Not the case right now. So I wanted to do a little 3-tile treatment on the Yankees real quick. And hats off to the D-backs as well. They are going nowhere. They are building off the success of last year. And I know Torrey was in a tough spot right there. Aaron Judge is not swinging the bat great. We'll get into his homer. It's early in the season. You want to give some confidence to some guys. I understand that. The only thing I will say is watching Torrey manipulate the postseason, he was following the analytics and the numbers, and the move was to walk Judge in that spot. So I get it's early, and he'll learn from it. So I want a 3-tile treatment. The first thing I noticed, pause, run that back and give me a clean shot. Timeout, because he's been through the ringer, Booney. And they've gone to him in the dugout all the time in Yankee Stadium on some raw April days, and he looks like he's taking it on the chin. Newsflash, he's got a new lease on life.
I like
he's
those
got Juan
sunglasses.
Soto run this. I was watching, I'm like,
nice.
he looks handsome. It was reminding me of Joe Torre. And it was kind of trending a little bit on Twitter, a little side-by-side with the aviator sunglasses and the tall brim. You are not sneaking that past us, Mooney. So we're on to you. He's going to play it off like the sun was in his eyes. Not the case.
Feeling himself?
He was feeling
As he
himself.
should.
Absolutely. You know who else was feeling themselves? Aaron Judge. And he came in struggling. Pause this. I want to set the scene. He came in struggling to this game. And he's watching his team win a bunch of ball games, but it's only a matter of time. Merrill Kelly, coming off a Game 2 start in the World Series where he set the world on fire. I had him with Team USA. This guy has a slow heartbeat and wants the moment. So he's not intimidated taking on the Yankees. Dominated in his first start of the year. I just want to take you through Judge's first at bat right here. Little paint pellet away. Pause. So Judge is saying to himself, 0-1 right here, heater away. He's got to go breaking ball, kind of tunnel it off it. Let me see what he throws. Run it. 0-1, he gives me another cookie right in the middle of the plate. So Merrill Kelly's feeling himself right now. Now we go slider. Now we'll show you a little in and out. Eventually, he's able to put him away with a nasty sinker located down and away right there at 90 miles an hour. All right? It's a harbinger to his second at bat because he executed all those pitches. Nasty right there. Pause this. So if you're Aaron Judge, there's no way he's trying to go a little backdoor sinker again right here. Probably a slider off it, but he was kind of disrespecting him early in his first at bat, showing him he's not intimidated. The only problem with a great hitter is if it leaks over the middle of the plate just a smidge, it's 2-1 Yanks. Run this. He's trying to go two-seamer down and away, execute it like the first AB. It catches a little bit more of the plate, and to one of the greatest hitters in the game, it changes the score instantaneously. So you see Tucker Barnhart wanting that pitch down and away, and instead he stays behind it. And run it back for me real quick. And we talk about hitting in a phone booth. And what do I mean by that? Bryce Harper talks about it. Nothing crashing forward, right? I'm not coming off my backside. I'm going to set this hip, and then I'll stay back and use this as a kickstand and just turn. If you watch, there's minimal head movement right here. Run this. 6'7", coiling up, and just delivering a blow to the baseball. God, it's gorgeous. And then we'll get into his third AB. This was the Torrey Lovello situation. I mean, he can obviously walk him. He's got Rizzo on deck. and he gives him a pitch to do some damage with, and he ends up ripping it in the gap. What I love about Aaron is he knows his bread is buttered right center. So it's a matter of time before the field starts to shrink and he starts taking balls out to the pull side. Anthony Volpe. Oh, real quick, OPS leaders, I'm sorry. Take a look at this, and we're going to get into a conversation because Jordan had a big night. Wow. He's got like a massive lead. These two guys have a massive lead on both the rest of the league. So you can argue Aaron Judge is the best hitter in the game. Volpe did not have a great game yesterday, but he has gotten off to a hot start, and it's obvious to the eye test he's made some serious adjustments. Let's get in. He went down to Houston in that 4-game set, Robert, and he was throwing balls all over the lot. When you watch him hit, his stock move is going up the middle the other way, right? He wants to get this elbow kind of chicken winged at times, and it would get him in trouble, and he wants to drive it to right center. And that's what he's been able to do early. And you can see
little Mookie Betts follow through there.
Yes, you can see a massive overhaul because last year in 2023, you could elevate heaters to him and there was nothing he could do to stop it. Just the way he set up and crouched and created this upward movement, pause this, bring up the board of him attacking that upper half heater. This is him last year, 2023. The average, 064, MLB average, $199. No slug on it. So we're attacking the upper half of the zone. Get back into the tape. He has flattened out his swing. He's gotten more athletic in the box. He's standing taller. Pause. It's noticeable. Take it all in. Look at how closed off he is right here. Look at how more athletic he is in the box against Ryan Presley. Look at how tall his torso's standing. So run it. What does that promote? Pause. Where do you think you can get him out right there? If this guy's gonna crouch and then give me this, all I gotta do is get up here with something hot, and there's no way he can get to it. So he realized that. Chris Bryant realized this early in his career, and he's made the necessary adjustments. Run it. I mean, Ryan Presley, that's 91. I know it's 91, but that's in, off. Pause. You see it right there. Just way more athletic in his base, his stance, everything. He's grinding in 2023. Go. Looks really good. He looks really good. What he's doing is pretty impressive for me. Taking over Yankee shortstop, Del Barton High School, not easy, all eyes on him. Slow playing it. He's got a nice rhythm about him. Okay. A lot of guys in this bullpen, they have been awesome to start the year. 28 1/3 innings, and they have given up nothing. A 1.27 ERA. Let's get into it. Clay Holmes has been dominant. Loaizaga, the list goes on. I mean, he's bringing weapons out of that bullpen. 99 sinker backdoor to Suarez. Clay Holmes, I feel like he's pitching in every game so far this year. But this beast came out of nowhere last year. Mr. Ian Hamilton, and he has been dominant with a wipe-out pitch. And he looks like, Robert, this is the last guy you want to walk into an alley with.
Yeah.
He looks mean.
He looks like he'll put you in a sleeper
He
hold.
will put you in a guillotine choke and take your life.
Night-night. Ready to go night-night?
Yes. So he's throwing this like slider slash changeup slash Aaron Boone calling it a slambio. Listen to how Ian Hamilton describes it.
I was just working on a changeup, and then it just started cutting or sliding, I guess. So then just kind of stuck with that, and it stuck.
He's saying, "Get the camera out of my face."
That guy.
Are you kidding me? That guy.
Look at that grip.
Look at that grip. We talked to Pablo Lopez yesterday, and I asked him about when you hold it with two seams, that changeup, is there a chance it cuts? He's trying to make it cut. It's almost like this 90-mile-an-hour fumbly slider changeup that is just baffling hitters. So a lot to like about that series. I thought the D-backs played well. They're going to be there all year, like I said. But the Yanks, you can't deny it's a completely different vibe after 7
It got
games.
swaggier.
Hold on, we got a Slambio board. Bring it up.
Slambio?
Yeah, we got to bring it up. It's a new word.
All right.
Okay, so lowest opponent slug percentage by pitch type since the start of 2023. Obviously, the Cardinals need Sonny Gray's sweeper back in their life. Blake Snell, and then you got...
What is it? What is it?
Well, it's
A
part
Slambio?
slider and it's part changeup.
Yeah. Combio's
Spanish. You see, Lauren,
Tell
when
me.
you're a bilingual
Very
like
worldly.
me.
He could call it whatever he wants. He looks like he's been through the ringer.
The Yankees have the day off. They will have their home opener tomorrow against the Toronto
The
Blue
Yankee
Jays.
guy makes him look tougher, too.
Yeah.
To Baltimore. The Orioles hosting the Royals. Say that 5 times fast. A 5-hour rain delay. I love this in the top of the third. Old and new working together. Salvador Perez facing Corbin Burns, already with an RBI single in the first.
Royals have
Right.
played very well in this
They
series.
got some life.
Mikel Garcia.
Mikel
Here he
Garcia.
is. It was all Kansas City earlier.
This
And I
year-
asked Nays about him. He said last year he hit the ball on the ground constantly.
Yeah.
And this year, 3 home runs in 6 games, getting the ball in the
Wow.
air more. Royals 3-0.
Let's supercharge Mikel Garcia, MLB The Show.
Cole Reagans, we see you. Was JP right? Amazing last night. 6 1/3, 1 hit, 0 runs, 7 strikeouts along the way. Watch this in the bottom of the 8th. Adley Rutschman. And Baltimore had no runs.
Oh, look at this.
1 hit through 7.
By the way, look at that play by Hunter Renfroe.
Woo! What's Hunter Renfroe? What is he?
He's Mike Trout.
He's a ball player.
He is a ball
He
player.
looks like Mike Trout, though.
Look at him. Lock neck, throwing dudes out.
Don't care. Royals 3-2. James McCann said this team is special. We find a way
Yeah.
to claw back off their bullpen. I guess so. A single to left field, 2 runs will score, and the Orioles walk it off. A payoff after that 5-hour craziness. And I was talking to Brandon Hyde in spring, and he said 101 wins a year ago, and we won the AAA championship. I mean, look at this talent
Yeah.
on the way. There's so much on the field.
A little bit more seasoning.
A little bit more season.
Little bit more.
Oh my gosh. It's
What?
insane.
Kyle
I mean, that's-
Stowers, Heston Kierstead, Jackson Hogg, get out of here.
Heston
Mike
Kier-
Elias,
Heston
you're not that
Kierstead
good,
had-
are you?
Heston Kierstead had 10 RBIs last
What was
night.
Mike Elias wearing opening day?
Oh, he looked great.
He looked amazing.
He had like tweed, and I mean, it was
He
all
looked
working
like his
together.
call sign was Viper.
No, he looked like he was in Clue.
He looked like he could definitely get some numbers at a bar if he needed to. If
All
he
right, let's go to
needed
Houston. Yordan Alvarez,
Back box.
top of the first, facing Chris Bassett.
This
And
is a bad matchup
just an
for
innocent
Chris.
little single through the right side, but it was the beginning of a very big night. Third inning, Alvarez, get out of here. First home run of the season. How about that? Shohei goes deep for the first time. Aaron Judge and Yordan Alvarez. 5th career home run for Yordan Alvarez against Chris Bassett, and he wasn't done. That is off the wall. RBI double for Alvarez. Jose Altuve scores, and it's 2-0.
Look at Bassett. He's like, will you give it a rest?
Out of here.
Bottom of the 6th,
We get it.
Alvarez.
Come
Goodbye.
on.
That's left on left off Tim Meza.
Listen to Robert. His tone is
16th,
changed.
16th career multi-homer game, tied a career high with 4 hits. It's 8-0. He almost got a third. 10 feet short of his third home run of the night. Astros go on to win 8-0. By the way, the Blue Jays got no hit in this series, and last night they got 1 hit.
By the way, we just saw Judge. We saw Yordan. Most career multi-homer games. I am ready for a mind scrambler. Are you?
Wow.
Because when he flied out Tuesday, Yordan, he told his manager, he went back to the dugout. He said, I'm close. I'm close. And absolutely he was. We always, for a decade, have sat on this couch and said, best hitter in the game. And we've thrown out that question. Is it tougher now in 2023? Yes or no? And who is your best hitter in the game right now?
I think it's a different, it has variables
I agree.
in it.
I agree with that. Why?
If my life's on the line and I have to have someone taking it bat, I'm going Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
I'm going Freddie Freeman.
I think I'm going Freddie Freeman, too. If I need a hit.
Yeah, I just need you to slap an AB. But I'm telling you, you can make the argument for Yordan. You can make it for Aaron Judge. We didn't even put up some of the boards Nays got. I mean, Aaron Judge, since the start of 2022, home runs he's first, on base percentage he's first, slug he's first. OPS plus he's first. Doesn't that make him the best hitter? I don't, you know,
Yeah.
You could say Shohei Ohtani. You could certainly argue Yordan Alvarez. What I love about Yordan Alvarez, Robert, is the stuff I learned from the Hall of Fame players that I had a chance to play with. The Chipper Joneses, Gary Sheffield should be in the Hall of Fame. Albert Pujols is going to go in the Hall of Fame. On down the line, when we break down video, everything that I hold dear to hitting, Yordan does.
Yeah.
You said you always held dear the batting average. You always knew your average? Do players today do they all know that?
I don't think they care nearly as much about batting average. And I wouldn't necessarily care as much about it, but I'll tell you this. You ask a pitcher who they want to face in the 8th or 9th inning, they don't want the batting average guy up there. They want the guy that they can get punch out.
All right. This edition of MLB Central just getting started. When we come back, Cincinnati Reds go into raw and cold Philadelphia to take on the Phillies and gave a red scare to Philly as Ellie De La Cruz, with everybody saying Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah. Plus,
another rocket off the bat of Ramirez, and the Guardians continue to tack on.
yeah, Stephen Vogt is enjoying his nice early tenure as his manager of the Cleveland Guardians.
No.
We're going to talk about the Guardians and their offense, which has been red hot.
There is a speed bump on the front. This is a child-protected area. Slow down less than 30 kilometers. There is a speed bump on the front. There is a speed bump on the front.